Hello fellow gaijins, welcome back to the Japanese Basics for Beginners series. Today's episode will be a special one and a short one because there will not really be any lesson, but it's more of a short tutorial on Quizlet, and I have an announcement to make I'm really excited about at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Now, I love Quizlet because when I was studying Japanese and other languages like Spanish and French, it really helped me to keep progressing through vocabulary and grammar structures and all that, because you can really order everything into small chunks and then use them to memorize everything. In our case, I made a course here on Quizlet that you can usually access from the description. If you haven't yet, I would definitely check out this link because it's free and it really helps. For every episode, we have usually katakana, vocabulary, kanji, and grammar. The number here just indicates from which episodes they are. I want to make a short example for how I think it's most useful to be used. For example, let's press on this vocabulary 7.5. This is a new course I made, by the way, and this has nothing to do with any episodes. This is supplementary stuff that I put in here because I won't be making any videos for 2 or 3 days. I will explain later why. This has to do with the announcement I have. If you press on it, you can see that there are a lot of flashcards in here, and this is just a lot of the common vocabulary that I'm always talking about from the most common 1000 Japanese words list. And I took 36 words that I think are really useful to make good example sentences and just in general to explain a lot of the grammar that I have planned in the future. I made this just a few seconds ago and I made it entirely in hiragana. Now, why did I do this? First of all, there is now this hiragana course here that you can just press on and just learn the hiraganas with this. Now, I really recommend you to do this before you look at episode 8 if it is out already, because I will start using hiragana from then. Now, I will ease into them. I will not use all of them from the beginning, and I will really shortly skim over a few of them at the beginning of an episode and then start using them the same as I did with the katakana, but I will use them at a faster pace. So there will not just be 5 or 10 kana per episode, but maybe 15 or even 20. The reason for this is that in future episodes, I don't want to make a mixture between katakana and hiragana in single words. Now, using romaji is good and all, but you shouldn't overuse romaji while learning Japanese because they are kind of strange and confusing. So I want to jump into hiragana as fast as possible. I really recommend you to take one whole day and go through the hiragana set as much as you can and really learn all the hiragana. So now I want to look at the vocabulary 7.5 set and explain to you how I used Quizlet when I was learning and how I think is the most efficient way to actually use it. Usually when I work with Quizlet, I use this flashcard feature. You can just press on it and then you will be redirected to this site here. And as you can see, here are all the flashcards that are in this set. This bar here is for fast travel in a sense. You can just press here and then you will be fast forwarded to any flashcard that you are looking for. Now, one thing I recommend you to have activated at all times is this shuffle mode here. Maybe the first time you look through them, it is not necessary, but the second time and further on, it is really important that you press on this shuffle so that you don't kind of remember the order the English words are in, because remembering that will kind of help you with this. But in real life, the order is always different, so press on the shuffle button here. Another super useful feature, I think, is this star here in the upper right corner. You can press on this and then a card will be marked. Now, what does that mean? You can mark as many cards as you want with this star and then you can learn them separately. You can go down here to the options tab and then just press on start. Now this will separate the starred ones from the rest of the set and then you can just look through those separate. Now this feature is super useful after you've learned a few words and you just want to focus on the ones you don't know yet. At the beginning, I recommend you to just put a star on all of them and then go through them, maybe take out a few stars if you know the words already, and then go to the options tab and press on start. Something else that is super useful is this audio function. You can put it on and then it will automatically always say the word in English or even in Japanese if you want to. Let's make an example.
あと、after, same, 同じ, where, どこ, like this, go.
You can also use this audio feature in the hiragana set so that you can really learn the pronunciations well. You can also change the language that it will ask you in. If you press on Japanese, for example, it will change the card order and it will ask you in English and it will want you to answer in Japanese. Another thing that really went on my nerves was that I always used my mouse to do this, but you can also use your keyboard. If you want to go through the single cards, you can just press the arrow keys left and right and you will go through them.
So that when
Let me take away the audio. If you press the keys left and right, you will go through the cards one by one. You can press up and down to flip the cards, and you can also use the space for this. Another thing is the S, which you can press to star a card or de-star it. You can press A to activate the audio or deactivate it. This is actually everything I wanted to talk about when it comes to how I used Quizlet, and I really think this is the most useful and easiest way to do it, but there are a lot more ways to, for example, test yourself on the stuff, maybe also test your writing, and there are a few really strange games that I've never played, but you can use those too if you need something to keep yourself entertained while studying. This was already everything I wanted to show you when it comes to Quizlet, so let's talk about the announcement I have for you. I'm going to Japan again. Yesterday I was just sitting around and I was kinda like, I have so much time on my hands right now, and I've been pouring all my time and energy into making YouTube videos, so I thought, why not just go to Japan again and actually make the videos there, make them more interesting, actually show you stuff that doesn't only have to do with the language but also with the culture, and just maybe improve on my vlogs that I've done before, but now I can actually make them better. Besides vlogging, I also have a lot of other video ideas, so consider clicking on that bell just besides the subscribe button so that you can get notified when I upload. Of course, I will not stop making the Basics for Beginners series. I will upload a new episode every 2 days, maybe every day if I have the time, so don't be worried about that. I'll also keep making sets on this Quizlet site so that you can really keep updated with vocabulary and grammar we discuss in the episodes. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was insightful for you. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I read and respond to all of them. I'm really excited about the future of this channel, and I'm looking forward to making videos directly from Japan. I'll see you in the next video. Mata ne!